Hey, what's going on, day ones? This podcast is brought to you by a couple of phenomenal sponsors. First up, we got Rose Vogue Stylings. Ladies, are you in the market for a new purse? What about a new swimsuit? What about some earrings? The folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings, they got you covered. Please go to rosevoguestyling.com. And while you're on the website, please enter in that promo code late night. You want to make sure you're getting all of those amazing discounts. Also, if you are in the market for a lovely timepiece such as the one that I am wearing, please go to blackwatches.com. That is BLAK watches.com and enter in that promo code late night W8 to get another fantastic discount off of quality timepieces. Again, thank you to the folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings and those at Black Watches. Now to the show. What's up, beautiful people?
Wow, this guy here.
Oh man, I don't know what that was. Now I'm sounding so much better now. What's up, beautiful people? Y'all know what time it is. It's time for your favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day, the afternoon. Well, I don't know what time we're shooting, but we're shooting. I'm Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
And y'all know what time it is. Late night with Nate and Adrian.
This is shit that I'm always talking. Boy, oh boy.
Oh, wait, hold on.
This guy here.
Air horns.
Oh, added another. Okay. We got another sound, ladies and gentlemen. Another sound, ladies and gentlemen.
We've always had the air horns, Boogie. The air horns have been stocked. They've been stocked since the beginning. Shout out to the day ones. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Hold on. Boogie!
All up in my ear. Let me turn this down. My bad. That's on me. That was my fault.
Gotta make sure your sound is working. You know, gotta make sure.
Yeah, it's working.
It's working. How you feeling out there?
Man, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling lovely. This was a day of my week was what it was. That's just
it was
how
a week,
it is.
Huh?
It was a week. But I made it a point to tell myself today, we about to pamper you. You know, let me cater to you, Adrian. Okay? So went out and got me a young
yourself.
Yeah, I did a little self-care. You know, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, you know, you should be doing that. Days as well, excuse me.
Do you like what is there a certain song you listen to when you cater to yourself? Do you put on like Destiny's Child cater to you, but instead of
just because they be that's
I mean,
very specific.
You can replace the dude for you. Like
that's true, but you know, like I shared this on my Instagram stories. I played this song called "Me First."
Oh, okay. Who is that? Who is "Me First" by?
That's a good question.
Nigga.
Okay, no, not at all. but you would think, right? You would think so. And I just deleted that picture. Let me see who. What's it called? I will say that man, you gotta take care of yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You have to take care of yourself because ain't nobody gonna treat you the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? And
especially as you're getting up into your 30s.
Yeah, especially Kari Fox.
Okay, I've never heard of
Unique 3. Me neither. I just I put on a playlist. You ever do that? You like, man, I'm tired of my old music. The music that I play literally all the time, that my go-to songs, my go-to playlist. And I just put on a genre and I was like, let's see what happens.
You know what? It's funny you say that because I was in a let's see what happens mood, however you want to call it, as well. Japanese jazz. Type it in, look it up.
That's funny that you said Japanese jazz because I was about to say R&B.
R&B. Was that like Korean R&B?
Yeah, Korean R&B
Okay,
or
okay, okay.
Japanese or Asian R&B.
Okay.
They,
It's a
listen.
win. It's a win. I
I
ain't
was
gonna
about to
hold you.
say,
It's a win. I'm not gonna hold you.
lately they've been appreciating our culture. Let me just say that much.
They
Okay.
have. It's so much, even like, okay, so the Japanese jazz, because I looked into it. It's not even just like new people from like
Nah,
now. It's like
nah.
Japanese artists from like the 70s
Yeah,
and
they've
like
been doing
way
it.
back. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, these
Yeah,
sound like niggas.
yeah.
I was like, what? But it's phenomenal though. It kind of put me in like was it like lo-fi
Oh, okay.
or like that type of music channels and
Yeah,
those types of things. It kind of had that vibe to it, and I was like, this is dope. I like this. So definitely check that out.
yeah, definitely. I had a playlist going, a new playlist
Okay.
going, and went to this foot spa massage place.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they hooked me up. It was a nice little deal.
Which
Had to
package did you get?
whoa,
There's got to be
whoa,
multiple
whoa.
packages. It's got to be multiple
Oh,
packages.
okay. Okay.
Which pack? Wait. What kind of package are you thinking about?
I don't know. Lately, you've been going real left,
What kind of foot spa did you go to? Boogie was like, yeah, let me get that happy ending on the spot.
right? Oh,
Not
listen,
talking about that kind of package.
oh, okay. No, they had a deal. I got the for $48. I got a
Okay.
60-minute massage, and they
Good
also
deal.
massage you. They massage your shoulders, your
Okay.
back, your legs. So it was a decent. I appreciated that
Nice little full
massage.
body massage. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was
Okay.
chilling. I kind of like caught myself drooling a little bit. I was like, oh, okay.
Not gonna lie. Like when sometimes you fall asleep in that chair, like at the pedicure place or the
Yeah,
massage spots, it's just like I ain't got nowhere to go. So for the next
yeah,
30-40 minutes and you hitting
yeah,
spots and everything, I'm
yeah.
gonna be sleep nap time.
Yeah, and I after that, I went and got my nails done, got a
Okay.
mani and pedi, did that. I was like, well, since we on the feet, let's continue on.
Right. Might as
You know,
well just get a little clip
chop
and a little
chop
paint
them
and
down.
everything.
Yeah,
You
chop them
know?
down. The
Okay.
the yeah, the technician was like, "You want them cut?" I was like, "Yeah, cut them all off." She was like, "You don't want them? You don't want a little nail?" I was like, "No, I don't want
Okay.
no nail, no
You know
nail."
why? You know why, Boogie? Because there is like this hood toenail or hood toenails that a lot of people in the community are rocking. You know the ones I'm talking about. You know the ones when the nails go like 8 inches
They
over the
curl.
toe,
Yeah, they
you
curl.
know,
They start
that
to
for
curl.
whatever reason they're just like, let's file this and shape it and to make it look fancy. I'm like, why? That doesn't cut up your sheets. Like that's why
You
she asked you that question.
I mean, she also asked me, "You wanna do eyebrow wax?" I was like, "Whoa, hey, what are we these are additional services. I see you trying to upsell, but don't come in my life, my
She
guy."
went through an analysis. She was like, okay.
She
She
was
was like,
like,
we did feet, nails. She was
yeah,
like, eyebrows. And then you know what else? She was gonna be like, bikini
upper
line.
lip?
That was the
She was like,
next.
"No, upper lip?" That was,
She was gonna go brows, upper lip, bikini.
yeah,
She was
nah.
gonna do it all. You know,
She was
that's what it
gonna
was
do
gonna
it. She
be.
was gonna do it all. I get it. Get your money, gal, but you weren't getting it from me. But yeah, you know what I mean. Kept it real chill. I mean, despite
Okay.
it being 100 degrees, I
Man, hot as
stepped
hell.
outside, but I was also I stepped outside into my Ubal, and
You can leave him a note. Please have the AC
my
running.
gosh, I was like, how sometimes when you upgrade your Ubers or your
Yeah.
just ride shares in general, they ask you if you want what preference, what temperature, if you
Cold.
want any talk. And
Freezing.
generally, generally speaking, generally speaking, I'm usually like, no preference. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could do like, normal weather temperature. Nah, nah, nah. I was like
Not
Arctic
today.
snow.
Polar bear.
Right.
It's like
I was like,
whatever the
what do I
penguin's like.
right.
That's what I want.
My gosh. So but yeah, that was outside of that, that was my highlight of the week.
You
But
can't stop there, Boogie. You cannot stop there. You
what
pampered yourself like that. What did you eat? I know you had a meal. What was the pain? What was
Good, good, good.
how'd you
That was
pamper
a
yourself
very,
with the food?
very, yeah.
Food and
Because
beverage.
I was actually going to make me some food, and then I looked and I
Okay.
was like, "Yeah, I'm not
Not
cooking in
happening.
this hot ass weather.
Too hot.
Not in this hot ass weather. I'm not about to add on
Not at
to,
all.
not at all." So I ordered from this little cafe that I
Okay.
generally order from. Got me a nice little brioche breakfast sandwich.
Okay. The
You know what I'm
broche.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah, got me a
Okay.
little dirty chai. You
Okay.
know, got me a
I was
little.
gonna say, is that like a Philly
No,
specialty
no,
or
no.
is
That's
that
not a Philly. If you know chai, dirty.
outside? Okay, okay. No, I don't know the
Okay,
dirty part. I just know regular
it's
chai.
just okay. So dirty is just they
I
add
ain't that
coffee
bougie.
to it. They
Oh,
add coffee
okay.
to it.
Put
But this
me on,
particular,
Boogie.
yeah,
Put me on.
right, this particular place, they actually add 2 shots of espresso. So
Okay. You
your
was
girl
zooted.
was on, yeah, your girl was on fire. And I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee often, but when I do,
Boy, boy.
boy, oh boy.
Shit. So how many times did you clean the house? Like
My God. I had to stop and think about like, why do I feel this way? What did I take? And then I realized that damn dirty chai.
so what you're saying is proceed with caution
My
when you
gosh.
partake of the dirty chai.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna
Okay.
need regular coffee. No more espresso in this mofo.
Yeah,
Regular.
it's espresso is one of those things when it's like I could do an espresso, and then you think back to what
The
espresso
last time.
does to you,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
Hmm.
you know what? We're gonna pass on the espresso. I'm not in the mood for being up for 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like, we're just not gonna do this right now.
I can't hang. I know people at work that they'll take an espresso 1 or 2 times a day, and I'm like, these are
Nah,
supermen and women. Okay,
it's pretty much crack. It's like liquid
these are
crack.
yeah, these
That's
are
what you're
mutants.
doing.
They're mutants. I tell you, they're
Those
mutants.
are
But
also the
yeah,
people that still knock back like a 5-hour energy shot on top of the coffee, on top of a monster. It's like, man, like what do you got planned where you got to be up for this long? Like, what are you
yeah,
doing?
they're killing us, guys, left and right. That's what they're doing. But overall, good week. What about yourself? How you feeling?
Man, outside of this ridiculous heat, I've been pretty good.
Yeah,
Did not get to go to the golf course. It was so sad. I mean, I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna try to beat the heat, but then across my phone at like 6:30 in the morning, it was like heat advisory,
yeah,
keep
that
your
heat
ass in the
beat
house.
your ass. Yeah, he was like, I beat that heat. That
It
heat
was
beat you.
like I was like, man, I was like, also it kind of makes you feel like you a little bit of a bitch. I'm gonna tell you why though, Boogie. Cause it's like it's niggas in like Texas and shit where it's like really hot. And it's just like, why are y'all complaining? Arizona, those types of places. And it's like, it don't get this hot in the Midwest. It ain't supposed to be sweltering outside. But then, like I talked to my brother in Texas, he's like, yeah, nigga, that's every day. He's like, that's life out here. And it's just like, well, okay, I will stop complaining. Um, Outside of that, no, it's been cool, man. It's still been like Zen Nate trying to just not let the stresses of the world bother me and get to me. And I mean, I think I've done pretty well, Buggy. I think I
Okay.
have done pretty well. Not to toot my own horn, but what is it? 4 weeks? 4 weeks of not really being in these internet streets like that. And I'm just like, you know what? I love it. I love this for myself. I love this for all the people around me as well. So, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. But outside
Nice.
of that, it's been a D's piece. Oh, wait. No, what? You know what? I do have an update. I do have an update for you.
Oh,
Because do you remember on the pod when we talked about I went out to dinner and everything, had a nice menu, had a nice meal, spent like $250 on the meal. Remember I told you it was absolutely garbage. Gave us a hundred
trash.
dollar
I
gift
remember.
card.
I remember.
Cashed in that $100 gift card. Ask me how it
Hey.
was, Boogie. Ask me how it was.
Okay. How did it go this time?
0 out of 10.
Wow.
Would
So they're
not
consistent.
recommend.
They're consistent. So just say that. Listen, can't hang up on. Can't cry over spoiled milk. That's what they say, right?
I cannot. I cannot. I spent $23. That was $10. I left her a nice little $10 tip. Spent $13 on the meal. It was crazy because I had to send my food back. So I was like, it was terrible. How you gonna make chicken masala? But the masala kind of split, and I was like, this is just oil here. There's no salad here. This is just oil.
Huh.
So of course, me,
That's
I'm gonna ask a question that I already know the answer to. So I was like, is it supposed to be like this? I know it's not because I've had marsala, but I was like, let me just ask anyways, because maybe they make it different here. And I was like, everybody got their own way of making stuff. She was like, oh my gosh, it's not supposed to be this way. The sauce separated. I'm so sorry. He's like, we have a new chef. And I was like, okay, great.
They
Can you
always have a
have,
new chef.
yeah. I was like, can you have the old chef? Because it was
Come
like,
back and whoop the new chef's ass.
there was like 3 dudes back there. So I was like, whoever made this, don't have him make whatever I'm about to get now. So of
They
course,
like the Spider-Man meme. Like, it was him.
man.
It was him.
So, Boogie, I'm like, chicken parm. That's what I'm going to go with next. You can't mess up chicken parm. Pretty hard to. They messed up the chicken parm, Boogie. They said this pasta was made fresh. We make this pasta fresh daily in-house. There's no way they could have made this in-house, Boogie.
Yeah, fresh off the truck.
It didn't even look like Boogie. Olive Garden noodles would have been better. That's how bad this pasta was. Like, it looked like ramen. It didn't even look like spaghetti noodles. I was like, what are we doing here? So of course, me, Boogie, I'm gonna leave a nice little review. I trashed him. I trashed him with just all the big words I could use. I went TI vocabulary on him, but I also put trash.
So just 2 words
in
really.
there.
So
Flabbergasted. My flabbers were gasted. You expeditiously messed up my meal. No, but it was like I left a review and I was like, I hate to leave a review, especially while I'm still in the restaurant. But I'm like, this is terrible. I was like, the only reason why I drove an hour to your restaurant was because one of your other properties messed up so bad, I got $100 gift card. But I was like, it appears that all of your properties are trash. I put trash in there. So I'm like, so I'm a nigga. Because I don't think white people use trash when they say things aren't to their liking. But I was like, this is trash.
That's funny that you had it's not funny you had a terrible experience, but it's funny that we're talking about this here because before we actually started recording, I shared with Nate that I went to a house music party. And people of the pod, fans of the pod know this by now if you haven't heard, but I am born and raised from Chicago. So
what? You don't say.
Yeah. If you haven't heard me say this ad nausea, I am born and raised from Chicago, home of a lot of great things, including
what? Tell us what's including
house music. And Nate asked me how was the party, and I said it was decent. And then he proceeded to say that it's something about Chicago people where y'all are never satisfied. Y'all are never happy. Well, here is Exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and etc. A Michigan man himself that has lived in Chicago, by the way, for an extended amount of years.
12 years.
But for some reason, has all this shit to say about me. But young Michigan boy here had once again another trash ass experience, but want to talk about me. Boy.
But see, it's a little bit different, Boogie. See,
glass houses. That's all.
My anger is a little bit different. You've been brought up in house. I'm assuming you were tapping your foot to house in the womb. So this is why it's a little bit different. It's not different, but
I was about to say, please don't. You're not about to make this. Nah.
I was trying to weasel my way out.
I was like the womb, my guy, and guess what? You was right there with me.
Okay.
Hand clapping it. Okay, we were
2-stepping together.
Okay.
It's something about Chicagoans, Detroit. Okay. because of y'all are house fans, Detroit niggas, techno and everything like that. I get it. So I get why it's gonna be like, it was decent. So what was it about it that it was decent? Because I myself have never been to an actual house event like that. So what made it decent?
Well, first of all, they actually had an actual DJ that I
Okay.
am familiar with that tailors, and he's not from Chicago. He's actually from
Okay.
Philly, but he
Okay.
knows house music. And so I was like, all right, cool. Checked him out. All right, he's official tissue. Okay. Go to the event. First red flag was there was an abundance of papeles people there.
Okay.
And I dare I say I was like a little early there, so I was like, I'm gonna give them,
Punctual. Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna give them this opportunity to make up for it. Went to go eat at the diner that's right is connected to the venue. And I started to see, the Nigers flock in. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. I was like, okay, this makes sense. This is giving what I need. And another thing that I've said, if you haven't heard, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a dancer. I am a two-stepper. I am a throw an arm up here and there. I'll give you what you need. Real
That's it.
basic. Yeah. But I am still not standing still. You see where I'm
Okay.
getting at? You see
I
where I'm
got you.
getting
I
at
got you.
here? Okay.
It's a nice little vibe you got going.
Yeah, there are a whole heap of people just standing, watching other people. Now that is where my issue lies. Listen,
Can't hug the wall.
yeah, listen, again, I'm not a dancer, but you will get some movement from me. But there was areas in this party that people were watching other people dance, and that just really, really didn't sit right with me.
Yeah, that's lame. I can see why that's a problem because it's like, why are you watching other niggas dance? Even if you can't dance, like you said, just do a little sway, a little two step,
Oh,
clap your hands,
I ain't,
something.
whoa, I ain't say I can't dance. It says
Okay,
I
okay.
choose not to dance. Let me, because
So
I
why do you
also have
choose
that
not
part.
to dance?
Because
Why do
I
you
am
choose
too
not to?
tall. I'm too tall to
Oh,
be
here we
out here
go.
with a beat 8
First
course
of all,
choreography. I'm not doing that.
I'm not saying go out here and be a Jabberwocky. I ain't saying do now.
I'm
If you go out
I'm
here,
not giving you choreo. That's not happening.
if you out here breaking down full on sequence dance moves, and that's a problem in itself. But okay, Boogie, you can cut a rug a little bit. Just go out there and show what you
You said
got.
cut a rug. Okay. As the
Mm.
youngest
Eat
person
your
on
feet,
this podcast,
whatever they say here. I don't know
I'm
what the youth say these days for dancing. What's the term for dancing?
dancing, nigga.
Oh, that's what we say. Okay.
Yeah, that's really what it is. But yeah, so I just, I just find it really funny. I find it really
Okay.
funny.
Okay.
Mr. Nate just, had his two words to say, but
I
here
did.
we go. Here we go with this. But
I
I
did.
digress. I digress.
While you're digressing, I'm going to pick up where you left off and get right into the grinding of the gears because I mean
Ah,
that could have been it.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Boogie, I might be a Karen. I might be a Karen. Or okay, wait, because I'm not white. I might be a Deborah or Deborah. You know, that's what I call the black
oh,
Karens,
God.
Debs, Big Deb. I might be a Deborah out here, Boogie. Okay, Boogie. Am I tripping? Okay. I'm
Yes.
sleeping.
Oh, no? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sleeping. You're sleeping, right? And normally, when maintenance men or lawn care people come through, it's usually during like a reasonable time. Like, I think what's a reasonable time for you, Boogie, for when people should start cutting grass outside of your building? What's reasonable in the morning?
9 o'clock.
Okay, 9 o'clock. That is very reasonable. So I don't really think I'm that much of a Deborah because I was like, yo, I think 8 o'clock is a sufficient amount of time. Everyone is up at 8 o'clock, or they're not here. Whatever they're doing, you're at least up at 8 o'clock in the morning. These mofos, Boogie, they didn't start cutting grass until 7:30 in the goddamn morning. And I'm
That's
like,
not bad.
bro,
That's not bad. Sorry.
7:30 is very bad, Boogie. 7:30 is very, when you are asleep in the dead of your sleep, you are having a fantastic dream, and all you hear is like, what are you doing? So, and also, it's not just at 7:30. They start at 7:30, and then they kind of stop, go back at 7:45. So it's the stopping and starting. It's like, make up your mind.
They gotta
Cut
take a
this
break.
out. You don't need no 15-minute break. You just started. You literally just got
You don't know
here.
how many jobs they had to do prior to this 7:30 job that they agreed on.
First of all, if you're cutting grass at 6 in the morning, you need your ass whooped. Okay, you shouldn't be cutting grass that early, disturbing people. So it bothered me, Boogie. It bothered me so much. I wrote a little. I went to the little, feedback on
Of
the,
course you
the
did.
complex. I was like,
God.
I'm over
That
at
guy.
such and such, and I was like, do you think that maybe we can have the guys start cutting grass at like 8 o'clock in the morning and not 7:30 when people are still sleeping? They did get back to me. They did get back to us, and they were like, you know what? We are so sorry. You know what? We did, in fact, reach out to the guys, and they will start at 8 o'clock. I'm like, thank you. That's all I am asking. And I'm sure other people around me, they're probably asking, they're like, thank you to this concerned citizen who reached out to make
This
sure
hero right
they
here.
will not cut grass until
All
at
right.
least 8 o'clock in the morning on Mondays.
Not all heroes wear capes. I get you.
We wear do-rags, velvet do-rags at that. So that's my grinding of the gears. It's like, hey, lawn care professionals, just start at a reasonable time. That's all we're asking. Some of us are still sleeping at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. Just start at a reasonable time. That's it. That is
All right.
my grinding, Boogie. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad this time. So Boogie, am I? I asked my mom. I was like, Mom, am I Deborah? And she's like, no, because she told me, she was like, yo, the neighbor behind us, he starts cutting his grass at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, it's very irritating. And she's like, I'm usually up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But she's like, why are you cutting grass at 7 a.m.? Like, I'm trying to read my Bible, have my little coffee, and I hear rah, 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 at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like, yes, thank you, Mom, for being on my side. But also, my mom could be a Deborah too. So,
Learn from the best.
we both could just be a bunch of Deborahs. But anyways, Boogie. I feel like my Boogie is just, it's not Boogie in the way it should be.
Is that right?
It's not. I'm gonna have to, get some of this raspberry tea. Boogie, there it goes. That was way better. You know what, Boogie? This raspberry tea has got a little bit of infusion in there. That might be why I'm a little on tizzin. I think that's what the youth say. I don't know. You did say I'm the oldest person on this pod. So, anyways,
Jesus.
let's get to the tipping of the
I'm tipping my hat.
Those of you who are new to the pod, this is a section where we like to tip to people who are doing dope things with the community. Boogie, who you tipping to?
My tipping is going out to, of course, K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar. Why? Kendrick Lamar, Juneteenth just passed, and Kendrick Lamar thought it was a great idea to bring, to make a show, to have a show on Juneteenth, and bring his friends, as he called it, kin
all the homies
and friends. Pop out.
You notice how the niggas talk?
All the homies.
All the homies.
You stupid. And he played. Kendrick got some hits.
He does.
His friends came out. He had a whole long list.
His friends had hits too.
West Coast. Yeah, friends had hits as well. But what really hammered home such a great concert experience that was also, by the way, streamed on Amazon Music, Amazon Prime as well. But he played the diss of all diss songs, Not Like Us, not once, not twice, not thrice, but all honestly, tell you the truth, because everyone is like missing the count. People are saying at least 4 times. Well, when I saw said concert, I counted 6 as well, Nate. Yes,
Yep.
I did. I
The big
did.
1-6.
Yeah. So shout out to K Dot. That was a hell of an experience, especially to experience it on Juneteenth. I didn't
Yeah.
get a chance to actually watch it on Juneteenth because I was out here frolicking with other Black folks. But the following day, I sat down and watched it, and I saw the clips while at Juneteenth. But I ended up watching the entire concert the following day, and it just brought joy to my joy to my soul, my heart, everything. So shout out to them. Tipping my hat.
Boogie, you was out frolicking. You said sometimes you gotta pop out on niggas, huh?
Yep, you
That's
gotta
what you
pop
did.
out and show niggas. That's exactly
Sometimes
what
you
happened.
gotta pop out and show niggas. That's dope. You
Who
know
you got
what?
for your tip? Oh, I'm sorry.
Before I
Go
get
ahead.
to my tip, I think I understand why that food was so bad. You know,
Wow, we are.
I know, but it
returning
just
back.
hit me. It just
Wow.
hit me. Gotta circle back
Wow.
real quick. It just hit me
All
because
right.
you mentioned Juneteenth. You know what it was? I went to get Italian food on Juneteenth. That's what it was. The ancestors was like, "Fuck your food. Should have had something for the blacks. You should have had something from the blacks." That's why it was bad. But all right, to my tipping.
We go.
Surprise. Actually not surprise. Tipping to 2024 NBA champions
Yes,
of
sir.
possibly the most boring finals ever.
Whoa. It was not a
The
boring
Boston
final.
Celtics.
There were
What
some
are you
boring
talking
finals, but it
about?
wasn't that boring. Stop it.
We were texting each other how boring the game was. Do you not remember the text messages?
Okay, there were a couple games that were boring, but there were a
3.
couple all right.
4.
Okay, I'm trying to. All right, I'm done talking. I'm done.
Everyone knows it was boring. My bad.
All
Go
right.
ahead with your. My
Nope.
bad. Go ahead.
Nope. It's fine.
No, you already started. You got to finish it. Go ahead.
It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. Okay.
But shout out to the Boston Celtics. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. He ended up being the MVP. Kudos to them though. This is only shout out to the players. Outside of that, F Boston, F Massachusetts
Facts.
as a whole.
All of it, because I just
don't care
heard that
about
they vandalized one of the murals. And
that's expected.
Yeah.
Was it one of the black players? Of who?
Yeah, and then they redid it with Joe Mazzulla. They redid
so they can
the mural.
So they can repaint over that.
Try it again. Yeah, I didn't really like the mural that they redid it with because he didn't look like Joe. But hey, at least they covered it up. Okay, can't win them all.
You
right? Can't win.
But yeah, this is in no way am I celebrating you gotta pop the car, the harbor, blah 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 blah.
The party.
That's the part I'd be talking.
Yeah.
The bike banes on the harbor. Yeah, I this is solely congrats to Tatum, congrats to Brown. Yeah, congrats to the coach. Porzingis, congrats to Al Horford. Hanging up now, brother. You finally got that ring.
My God, he's been that boy.
You know what's crazy,
Boogie? Yeah.
Is I remember when he was playing at the University of Florida. That's how long I've been watching him play. It's like, damn, both of us are old. It's just like, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy for just the players because again, I was like, it's Boston.
It is still Boston. So
it is what it is. So kudos to them. Run them numbers up, Tatum. Run them numbers up. You brought a championship to the city. Now go out there and get that back. You saw what they did for Jaylen Brown. I expect he's probably going to be the next highest paid player coming up with these new contract agreements. So again, tip the hat to the Celtics and tip the hat to Kendrick and all them West Coast niggas.
Yes, sir.
Let's get to actually, we're not getting to an ad because we did all the ads in the beginning.
Look at you. I was about to say, let me see if he remembers.
I did. For a second, I didn't,
I was
but
about to
now
say,
I
black people. I was just gonna.
always be forgetting when we be going over shit. But you know, Boogie, it is time for News You Can or Can You. Before we get into our first topic, sadly,
Oh yeah, hold on. That is sadly.
we do that's sad too. But we have to do a quick moment of silence for none other than say, hey, Willie Mays passed away a few days ago. Over 660 career hits, 6 all-time, 2 times NL MVP, 24-time All-Star, tie for second most, 12-time Gold Glove winner, tie for most as an outfielder. Won the 1954 World Series with the New York Giants. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1979. Let's give that brother a round of applause, but also a moment of silence. Rest in power there, Willie.
Yes.
Now, what a quick update for News Can or Can't Use.
Boy, that voice.
That's when the news was good. See, we talked about this on several episodes ago. Bishop Lamar White has now been sentenced. Boogie, the man of God, has been sentenced to 9 years in the penitentiary.
That's what his ass get. Told
Don't
you.
be out here scamming.
Yep, scamming be scammers. That's what your ass get.
Man, well, at least he can lead prayer meetings in the pen. You know, maybe I don't know how that works for preachers though. Like, you know, normally you get like 16 cent, you know, for stamping them license plates and doing other things. You think he gets a little bit more for being a man of the cloth, or is it still like 16 cent, my boy?
Oh, he gonna get a little bit of more.
I don't know. Okay, Boogie. Even though he's a scammer, he's still a man of the God. You know, still a man of the cloth. I don't know if I want to mess with a man of the cloth like that. If I'm in prison, I'd be like, there's probably other people you could mess with, because you know he still might have, you know, God's phone number. You know, even though God put him on hold for the sentencing, I don't want him to be saying some prayers for me over these 9 years, being like, yo, that nigga, when he gets to the gates, don't let him in. So I don't know if I want to mess with him.
Yeah. Listen, there's gonna be people, atheists in there that could care less. Man of the
That's very true.
man of the bars, man of the pulpit. Who cares? Just all I gotta say is pray that them cheeks stay the same.
He's a man of the state now. Hey, all right, let's get to it. First topic, Boogie mentioned it earlier during her tip of the hat. It was Kendrick and Friends. This is one of those things that has been taking over the internet, and for good things. It's one of those good things that has taken over the internet. I didn't see really anything negative about outside of those couple of Drake fans, but for the most part, were you really trying to let the world know that you were a Drake fan on Juneteenth? Like, come on. I, much like you, Boogie, I caught the recap. I was out having terrible Italian. No need to circle back on that. But how'd you feel about concert and everything? How'd you feel about it?
I will say I was introduced to a few artists from the West Coast. Because we forget these, there's, depending on where you are, there are local artists that are famous and known in that area. And a lot of people, if they don't get that hit on the radio, in other areas, we don't get exposed to that. So I got to listen to a few people, and I don't remember their names. Dom and
Kennedy.
Yeah, there's a couple of them, but I will say, I will say, I'm glad that I don't know them. For a few of the artists, I was like, I'm gonna let them stay local. But then,
listen to that one.
Yeah, but I will say, Ty Dolla, YG, you know what I'm saying? There was a, of course, definitely Schoolboy J Rock. Come on, man. Like, these are well-known. Dr. Dre, Avi. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a number of artists where I was just like, man, they showed up. And the fact that he brought, and Kendrick said this himself, he brought all the gangs.
Literally every single gang in LA County.
This man reached out to every gang.
He was like, hey, man, what you doing on Saturday?
He said, we got one enemy, okay?
Drake.
On this day. Can we cease fire? Can we have a truce for one day?
I think that was dope. I enjoyed that. I was listening to DJ Head talk, and he was talking about during rehearsals and how it was like, yeah, you from this area, y'all all don't get along, but it was like, hey, for the sake of this, what we about to do, let's just forget all this. We all one gang for the sake of this, and they pulled it off. It was a success.
They literally did it for the culture. They really did it, and
they had no choice, because if not, this would have been like one of the worst massacres of all time at the Forum.
I was about to say, because it could have went left.
Bloods versus Crips everywhere, different crews. It's just like this crew killed that crew, and that crew, like the Spider-Man meme. It's just like, okay,
yeah,
it was dope. What was your favorite part? Favorite part of this whole thing?
I mean, it has to be Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Saying, I see dead people.
I see dead people.
That
was dope.
And honestly, just Kendrick performing on the stage in some Nike Shocks.
No water either. No water.
No water. His breath control. This man is a true artist to its core. And the fact that he was, yes, they had rehearsals, but y'all forget sometimes these artists be sound checking on stage while performing, and will do it right then and there. That's off of pure talent sometimes, and it's just remarkable how it's reminded that like improv and just skill is very hard to find, now these days with the artists. So
I agree. I think it was perfect. It was on Juneteenth. The crowd was perfect. The crowd did their job.
Oh, absolutely.
Because some crowds can be so hit or miss. We saw what happened with Beyonce when she was doing things at her show and people were talking
on the
during
world tour. Yeah, they weren't really.
Everyone was in tune. I liked Tyler the Creator. I liked his set.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ty. Yeah.
I like how Drake started out with Euphoria. I thought that was dope.
Drake. You just said Drake.
Kendrick, excuse me.
Yeah.
I like how he started out with that.
What is it? The Braves? Come on, man. This man just came. Yeah.
I missed some women being up there though. I was like, man, I would have loved to have SZA come out. I know why she didn't, because of that song. Well, maybe I don't want to say I know why, but I was like, she was there. But I was like,
she was there. What? Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this was just a male performance, just because it was a boxing match.
Yeah. He had and all them niggas. It was crazy was because there were niggas that had songs with Drake that were on that stage, and I was like, this is funny. And I was like, clearly lines have been drawn here. We know who's with who. Everything was perfect.
Great question. Yeah,
everything was perfect.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because speaking of people being affiliated with Drake, LeBron James was there.
Whoa. LeBron was there. James Harden was there.
Yeah.
Lamar DeRozan was there.
Yeah.
Which played for the Raptors, hanging out with us. So it was just like, woo. Ain't none of y'all friends no more.
Yeah. He said no new friends. No old friends either.
It's funny you brought up LeBron, because I was gonna bring that up. The funniest thing was when all them niggas was on stage, crip walking, throwing up they sets, having a good time, and that picture of LeBron and Savannah, Bron wanted to get up there. LeBron has been known to pop out on stages at concerts. LeBron wanted to get up there. He wanted to throw his fingers up. He wanted to be on. I'm the king of LA. I brought a championship here, niggas. Let's dance. And Savannah was like, "No, nigga,
This is
leave
not a good
that
move.
to the LA niggas.
Yeah,
You are
that's
from
not a good
Ohio."
move. Yeah.
Was it
Stay,
really not a good move though?
no. Stay your Midwest ass in the Midwest place. That
Well,
is
Brock
not
could have got up there and did a little jit or whatever dance moves they do in Akron. Everybody,
West Coast
what
connection.
this nigga doing?
No.
I thought it was
Savannah,
dope though, man.
Yeah, it was very dope.
It was also. Who could arguably be a tipping of the hat to the cameraman, to the director in the editing bay. Chef's kiss to you, sir or ma'am. You need a raise because when K Dot went to the wop, fuck him up, the camera movement, the edits, I was like, who planned this? Because you, ma'am or sir, phenomenal.
Yep,
it was amazing.
I thoroughly enjoyed watching it again. Could have fast forwarded a couple artists, but overall, it got a little long. But I have to remind myself it is a concert, so there will be, beats.
I think he should have played "They Not Like Us" another time. You got to go out on 7. You got to go out on 7.
Wow.
Damn, what's something I was gonna say about there is a music video. I did read that he is filming a music video.
I saw. Yeah.
So we're probably going to see all them niggas that were dancing on stage. We gonna see them again. Cause I mean, I'm only going to assume that the video to come is a "They Not Like Us" video.
Yeah, this is a historical moment. I had to ask a couple people, and I'm gonna pose this question as well to you. Has there ever been a diss song where it actually topped the charts and it being an actual catchy song? Like a danceable song, not a we gotta hear this. We gotta hear this diss because it's so good, but it's a danceable bop.
Yeah, because wasn't nobody dancing to Ether. You weren't really dancing to Back to Back, but Back to Back was a club. Yeah, Back to Back is one of those ones that's kind of, because he did win a Grammy for that. You got to be played in a lot of areas. So I don't know. I would give Back to Back that bop.
I'm trying to go back to like KRS-One had a beef, and I'm like,
dang.
I'm like, yeah.
Listen to the sounds of KRS-One. Yeah, you're not dancing to that. You also weren't dancing to No Vaseline. Like, no niggas was, goddamn, I think I said it all. You was not out here doing that. Like,
you were not.
So yeah, I think
outside of Back to Back.
Yeah, I can't really think. Yeah, because most diss songs, they don't want you to dance. They want you to be like, oh shit.
Listen to what I said. Right.
Yeah, they're not really. I think now they're trying to be more commercial. Now they're like, oh, you got to make niggas dance when you diss them now. I think after this songs are not gonna be the same. It's just
I was just saying, even the danciest nigga Chris Brown, when he went after Quavo, there was not a rhythm, a flip, a twist, a pop lock in sight. Okay.
Now that's one video I was like, so Chris, how you gonna dance to this one? It's like, we shooting. Like, there's no dancing at all. Trigger fingers are the only things that's gonna be moving. Like, I don't know. It's just like I don't dance. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. The folks over there at Prime, they enjoyed it. They're like, we need to do more hip hop concerts.
What can I do?
When are you doing your next one, K Dot? You know what? So is Juneteenth officially K Dot's? Are we gonna say that now? Is it officially K Dot Day? In LA, it is for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I will say. Folks that have watched it and experienced that concert, I think we're just gonna make that a memory. That's gonna be remember the day of Juneteenth. Yeah. So
is this a FOMO for you? Did you wish that you were there?
I mean, I did, but also I knew, and this might be terrible speaking from someone from Chicago, I knew I wasn't gonna feel safe.
A lot of people said it was very safe. Nothing popped off. I think that would have been one of the worst places for it to pop off.
Yeah,
And I
agreed.
feel like remember when we joked about minutes and stuff, people checking in on homes. I feel like there was a call put in at the gang meeting at the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, "Hey, little homies, don't be starting no shit, little
Just
niggas.
that one day. We got one day.
We gotta show them we ain't really what the media says about us, cuz." Like, I feel like that's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah,
'Cause,
better
you know,
had. Yeah.
it was okay. So here, this is how old we are. I feel like the last time we saw this was what, like a Rodney King, the
How did
LA
I know you was gonna
riots.
say that? I knew you was gonna
Cause you
say
know them
that.
niggas was in the picture. It was like they tied the bandanas and it was like, yeah, Bloods and Crips united. There might have been some other times. Oh no, it was during BLM because they did have Bloods and Crips out there during BLM with they rags tied together. So this was
Okay.
dope. They had some niggas on stage that put their rags up and it was like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
You
it was
know.
cool. Yeah, respect.
I'm also glad to see that there were a lot of civilians that were in the crowd that weren't throwing up gang signs. I was like, this was the concert not to do that because I'm sure it was hella niggas affiliated in the crowd. Like, hey, cuz, you ain't part of the set. Let's jump this nigga. You know, so
That's all it was for sure.
so I'm definitely glad everything was cool.
Same.
Switching gears here a little bit. It's a different type of NBA is in the news. Boogie, a New Jersey basketball event, nothing but ass, was canceled after outrage was sparked by a flyer that was posted. I think this is funny on so many levels, Boogie. Like this goes to show, one, niggas are creative, but also niggas don't be using their powers for good because it's like,
Yeah.
you should have known. A celebrity basketball tournament that was supposed to take place at a high school in New Jersey has been canceled after the theme and the promo video for the event sparked outrage. The nothing but ass celebrity baddies basketball contest was canceled after the promotional video showed women twerking in the gym of West Side High School in Newark, New Jersey. All of this is so on brand. It says the event, which was initially scheduled for July 21st, sparked outrage in the community. The school district and local politicians distanced themselves from the event, and the tournament's organizer, Big Fendi, issued an apology for the controversy. Nancy Deering, Newark Public School spokesman, stated the event was supposed to be a community basketball event sponsored by a local politician. But once the video surfaced on social media, they had to shut the event down. No school or district official approved the activity depicted in the video or knew that the event at one of our schools will be included in such activities. Boogie, how you feel about this different form of the NBA? Nothing but ass.
First things first, why are you having this charity, quote unquote, charity event at a high school?
That's a very valid question there because
At
I'm
a high school?
assuming all of the church gyms were booked that day. Because, yeah.
At a high school. That's all I gotta say. At a high school. And why
Like,
are
no
you
kids gonna
opening
be there?
why are you opening this up to the community? This should have been a closed off opportunity for whoever is
So funny.
interested in. For the people that you are interested in attending, we'll send a personal invite to them.
You pose very good questions there, Buggy. You did forget one. Why is a politician sponsoring?
But honestly,
as well?
I'm not surprised by that.
That's true too.
NBA happens left and right in the politic
the halls of justice. Nothing but ass running through there.
It's NBAs left and right. Okay, NBAs. All right, NBA signing NDAs. All right.
There you go. I don't know. This is just one of those things where it could have worked. This could have worked. Maybe do this at like. I'm just saying this could have worked. Maybe at like.
Yeah, I'm sure it could have worked. You would have wanted it to work. Yeah.
at a strip club. This could have worked at a strip club. You could have put up a little hoop on the ends of the stage or whatever. You could have made it work there.
They
Maybe
can
at a
slip and slide
college.
and bust their shit. Yeah.
Maybe at a college where people are adults. You know, a little annex gym or something. If
A
you're a
D3 school.
politician,
Mhm.
you have access to people that probably have private gyms. Why not have it there? Why not have this one of those? This is a need to know. You got to pay like, you know, I pay like $20,000 for a plate. This is one of those type of charity events. After all, this was a charity. This was the nothing but as baddies basketball event. Which honestly, them niggas weren't going to see no basketballs being bounced. You was going to see BBLs bouncing. That's what it is. You got caught though. Also, who leaked the promo video? Where was this video put? Was this on Twitter? Was it on Instagram? Was this on the news? I got so many questions. But also, why apologize? Why not just not say nothing at all? Because people are still going to be mad no matter what. They're going to be mad you was doing it in high school. They're going to be mad you even put this commercial out. They're going to be mad at politicians. Why apologize?
Well, we all know how the video got out. It was an NBA player that didn't get chose to join in on the parades, okay, on the games, all right, and or it was a wife who
I can see that
got caught wind to what was happening, what event her husband was going to. Hey, yo, I'm going to a charity NBA game, honey. I'll see you later. NBA, and then
season's
PBA.
over.
Right? What? I'm sorry. What? Oh no, not on my watch. Leak.
I do got to commend them though. Very creative with the name. Also, that logo is the picturesque form of the perfect BBL. That's what they was like. BBL. That's what it was. But just do better, niggas. Do better. Keep this shady shit from the rest of us. Just like, ain't y'all got no group text or nothing, like no mass text that could have went out to like an email list.
They probably did, and then they was like, "Hey, shut this shit down."
Just don't make video. There did not need to be a promo video for it. You could have sent out just the flyer, nothing but ass celebrity baddies basketball event. Niggas would have been there.
Yeah,
they don't need no video.
They needed video to bring in the actual talent that was going to pay for these plates or these seats.
Not really, Boogie. If you see a logo that's like that, and you just name drop one or two names, like I don't know who the names are now, but whatever the big booty girl names are, just put a couple of them on the flyer. The niggas in Newark will be there. Come with it. They'll be there, you know. If you put like Big Booty Judy on there, oh, Big Booty Judy, I'm in there. All you need is one big booty girl
and she
in Newark.
Co-signed, I'm coming.
That you know how it is, Boogie. You know them club flyers back in the day.
I'll be there. Will you?
And that girl showed up for like 2 minutes. All these niggas will be in there sweating their asses off. Think she's gonna choose me. No, nigga, she not. You gonna go home with the same mud ducks you always go home with. And that was a great clubbing experience from the year of 2005 through about 2012. You know, Boogie, because you was out in them streets with me. We was all out there. Douche. Anyways, Boogie, it's time for y'all niggas is tripping. Because niggas is out here tripping.
Y'all niggas tripping.
Boogie! Who you giving it to this week?
My y'all niggas is tripping is going out to 48-year-old. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing your name. Ari Nagel. He's a Brooklynite. He welcomed his 165th child into the world a few days ago, and will soon retire from spreading his seed. That's what he told. He said he's gonna stop when he's 50.
He's hanging the nuts up.
Yeah. By the way, he is turning 49 in August, so he still has one more year. And if you guys know science and math, it can make a lot of babies in that short amount of time span.
It can happen.
He said, physically, I can keep going, but there may be increased risk for things like autism with older males.
You think?
Ari, I'm gonna need you to hang it up just in general. Like, what are we doing here, guys? Why do we continue to have this conversation? Nick Cannon Jr.
He could be the senior.
Yeah, he's definitely senior. This is crazy to me. This man has built a town just by his seeds. This is how, ladies and gentlemen, incest was had.
Yeah,
back in the day.
whole lot of Game of Thrones going on over there.
This is easily a Roman Catholic times where especially the men knew not of thy rubber, or knew not how to say
That
no
lambskin.
or stop. They just kept smanging and banging until they couldn't pump anymore.
Sounds so nasty when you say it like that. Smanging and banging.
Yeah, I don't like it because I was gonna say slanging, but I put smanging.
It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, we need to stop. We need to stop it.
So this is, I'm gonna pose another question. Should we really be mad at Nick Cannon? Because I mean, Nick might not be enemy number one out here in these streets. Clearly, it's Ari.
Well, he's close. Come on now.
Nick don't have a nickname. He ain't the Sperminator. Also, did he choose that nickname for himself? Like, first of all, you can't nickname yourself. I mean, because you wouldn't let me nickname myself.
Yeah, no.
So who?
No. Somebody definitely was like, we need something for him.
Like, is it the doctors? Is it one of these ladies? Like the sperm? Is it the kids? Like, do the kids have relationships with each other? Is it like, this is my brother. I'm 163, and you like, I'm just. Just like, what's that movie with Vince Vaughn when he had all them kids? This that movie.
That's what it is, Baby Daddy.
That's what this is. It's just like, all right. I mean, yeah. Kudos. Excuse me. It is time for my y'all niggas tripping. Tim Swizzy, that's who I'm giving it to.
All right.
A number of reasons.
Do tell.
Who's really watching Versus? I'm giving you a tip in the hat for that. I thought Versus was over. I think you've done all the Versus. Yeah, y'all niggas tripping. I thought Versus was over. Also, it's like, what's really left? And then it dawned on me, the rock bands, more groups. That's really what this means. On one end, I'm happy that they were able to sell this and get some money and still retain ownership for something that they created. But on the other end, it's like, man, y'all posing with a racist, man. Y'all up here with Elon and all the goofiness that he's talked about and how he's not for programs for Black people. And then you're bringing your platform that's for the culture, because I remember when the Versus for the culture, Versus can't be copied, it can't be duplicated. These labels, they want to play with us, and we're going to show them, blah, blah, blah. I remember both of them saying that at the height of the BLM movement. And it's just weird when people go out here and they grandstand to get Black folks and people to support them. And then you turn around and you pop out and show niggas that it all meant nothing because she's hanging out with Elon. See how I did that? I had to just put that in there.
Well, there's business withstands all, clearly. That's just what it comes down to. When a check comes, people will change their mind.
And it's not like this was the only platform you could have went to. Like, y'all niggas is already rich, so it's like, no matter how many zeros, you could have took a little bit less to go to another platform or something. But hey, it is what it is. Those are my y'all niggas are tripping for this week. I don't want to go into it anymore because there's no point.
No, there's not. It really isn't.
It's no fucking point. Muggy, it is time to get to the.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
The pigeons are a problem in this German town. It
Wow.
says they're calling them the rats of the skies. One German town is taking it to a murderous level. It says in a wild referendum this June, they voted to slaughter them in mass. In Limburg and Dahlen, in the west of Germany, 53% of voters chose to exterminate every single member of its pigeon population. The referendum happened on the same day as the EU elections, which saw an unprecedented upsurge in the far right. Excuse me. It says today's result was an unprecedented for us. The town's mayor, Marius Hahn, SPD, admitted to the German news outlet Die Spiegel as for how they actually enact the results of their referendum. The town has opted to enlist the help of a neck-snapping falconer who will first lure the pigeons into traps and will hit them on the head with a stick. Animal rights activists are understandably pretty shocked by this. And quote, it can be that we kill animals just because they, and it can't be that we just kill animals because they annoy us. A Limburg City Pigeon Project manager, Tanya Muller, said to the Sky News. Boogie, how you feel about the rats of the sky being killed and beat in the head with a stick?
I don't know. I'm a little uneasy that German of all places
9
has decided to, in a German town, I should say, has decided to eliminate a species. I'm gonna leave that there, right there. I'm gonna leave that right.
Those of you that know history, you know where Boogie is going with
right there.
Such a cruel, inhumane way of that. Like, it's one thing if you was like, okay, we're gonna let the falcons just grab the pigeons and eat them or something, but to have the falcon go out, grab the pigeons, put them in a cage, and then you hit them in the head with a stick, that's crazy to me. That is wild. Like, but also, are pigeons stupid? Because it's like, if I see something coming to hit me and you got to fly, my boy.
Run it. Right.
Like, what are we doing? It's like, oh shit, Larry got hit.
You gotta fight.
I'm not going out like Lenny. Like, that's crazy. But also, I feel like there's gotta be another way to get rid of them outside of that. Like, I don't know. Just maybe like make it just, you know what, like they do in like major cities where they put the little spikes on the buildings when they don't want the birds out there, which is still crazy because it's like, damn, they ain't got nowhere to they ain't got nowhere to rest.
Yeah.
But do that. At least that's not killing them. It's like, hey, y'all can be alive, just not alive around these buildings. But also, are the pigeons really that bad? They don't really be bothering nobody. They just be walking around. They look at you like, yo, you gonna drop this food? And they go about their business. That's all they do. They don't really be bothering nobody.
Pigeons are just homeless birds. They are homeless regular birds because clearly we have so much love for other birds, but for some reason, pigeons is the, dare I say, the niggas of the birds.
Man, we going back to a lot of niggas of the animal kingdom out here. I mean, you know what though? Damn, you're right. Okay, whoa, okay, hold on. Are there other nigga birds though? I feel like crows would be nigga birds, not because they black.
No.
But because of how smart they are, and also crows are like very, what is it? What's the word? Crows are very smart, but they're also, damn, I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to, I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to work with you. It's okay. It's all right.
What would be another nigga bird? Vultures?
Yeah, listen, there's a number. There's too many birds, too many species of birds that we could definitely compare us to, but pretty much they're trying to outcast They're trying to outcast pigeons. Pigeons just want to eat some food and be merry with their folks. That's all they want to do. That's all they want to do.
Honestly, I need to look into this and be like, what is the origin of the pigeon? Like, where did you come from? And I don't, you know what else with the pigeons though? Boogie. I feel like they're judged by other birds. Go with me here, Boogie. I feel like they are judged by other birds.
They
Like,
are. 'Cause you don't see pigeons hanging out with any other birds. Pigeons just hanging out with pigeons.
also, it's a lot of negative connotations towards pigeons. What are they called? What did they used to call women that they didn't like back in the 80s or 90s?
Pigeons.
Like, so it is. There's not really many negative connotations towards other birds. So it's like, damn, you might be nigga birds, pigeons, homeless birds too. That is kind of funny. Also, I had a little premise about this back in the day. I ain't never seen a baby pigeon. We see a lot of other baby birds, but I ain't never seen a baby pigeon. I'm like, where are the baby pigeons? It's a plethora of like adult pigeons, but we never see their babies. I'm just like, where they be hiding?
Good luck, y'all. Y'all got a lot to do, so just band together and
But also, if 53% voted on this, God damn, y'all really hate them pigeons. These must be like, maybe there's more they're not telling us. Maybe these pigeons are on like an insane shitting spree or something. Because that might make me want to eradicate y'all too. I just wash my car, and every time I come out, you shitting on it. I might want to get rid of you too. Boogie!
Yes, sir.
Before we get up out of here, it is time for the nothing blunt fact. Let me get to it. But before I get to it, let me get some of this raspberry.
Oh
God. The raspberry. This is not a part of the nothing blunt fact, but I do want to know, like, who came up with the rasp part? Like, was it like, because you had all like blueberries, blackberries? I get that. Was it, why not call them red berries? Was it someone who ate the berries and was it like, oh my God, my throat's a little raspy? And he was like, my throat's raspy too. Let's call them raspberries. That could be the nothing but fact. Here we go. Imposter syndrome is just that. It is nothing more than you being an imposter. Cut it out. You are capable. You are competent. You are creative, and you are careful. Now it's time for you to go out here and prove it. Stop being an imposter. Don't let that syndrome get you. That would be the nothing blunt fact. You is kind. You is special. You is important. And I know that's not all of what she said, but like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. We appreciate you. Shout out to all of the day ones. Leave a comment. Let us know how you like this new format. We're trying something new. We're going to get used to it. Boogie! What you got for the peoples?
As always, don't forget to smash that bell so you can get notified when our content drops, and to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their friend that this is your favorite late night podcast and they should be listening to it as well.
I got nothing more for the peoples. Boogie said it all. Y'all know what it is. This is your favorite late night podcast that we shoot during some point of the day. I am not your boy, but I am that guy, Nate Galloway.
Oh, God. He's that guy, and I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
And this is another episode of Late Night Clip Lead Week. Shout out somebody.
Bye, y'all.